In this video, we're going to take a look at the Arnold skydome. So I'm going to use the shelf menu to create this one, and I'm gonna click on the shelf and then click on the viewport. And this will create the skydome light. And the position doesn't really matter in this case, so I'm gonna just zero out everything. And the only thing that matters is the rotation when you have an environment light image that you want to use. And I'm going to switch to the light tab, and this is where we have all the controls for the environment light. I'm going to hit render, and we should see an environment lighting happening on our scene. And now the color is set to white, and I'm going to change that to have some kind of blue tint, and I'm going to reduce the intensity a bit. And I think everything else is pretty much the same, like any other Arnold lights, which we've covered already. And for the portal mode here, I'm going to set it to off. And this comes in handy when we have when we're lighting interior scenes using sky domes, and we're inside the interior, and we want to get environment lighting into our scene. This mode here, along with the portal light, which we'll talk about later, definitely helps to reduce the amount of noise in your scene. And so with this light, there is few ways how we can set colors. And the first one is the simple color, which we're using right now. And I'm gonna change this to texture and grab a texture, which I have an HDR image here, and my HDR is a lat long, and we need to change the projection from angular to lat long. And now we should get the environment lighting, but because it is a texture, we need to regenerate the scene. So we need to hit the render button again to have Houdini regenerate the scene again. And now we have an environment lighting that uses the HDR that I have. And now the rotating the environment light will have an effect on the lighting of the scene. And you can see we're getting some kind of directional shadows from the environment light. It's not that visible, but you can see it here. And there is also this the resolution of the environment light, and this basically affects how much samples Arnold is going to put to sample the environment light. And this generally needs to match the resolution of your image. So if you have a 4K image, you need to set this 4000, for example, and Arnold will create 4000 samples on the HDR itself, and use those to solve any lighting needed to be done with that light. And I think that's pretty much it for the environment light. There is the shader mode here, which we're gonna talk about in a separate video, and we're gonna go deeper into more details with the skydome. And I think that's pretty much it for the skydome. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.